Thank you for tuning in to this review for Captain Sim's Boeing 767-300 series aircraft for Flight Simulator X. The developer has done an excellent job at recreating the detail on the external model, as you can see from this aircraft walk around. You can see from this walk around that I've opened up many of the doors of the aircraft and selected various settings where you can choose different animations that you want to show. For example, the engine cover is off, you have an air stewardess, the windows are open, you have the radar on display there of the aircraft. This is all very useful, and you can select these via quite a nifty little interface that comes on all the Captain Sim planes that I've seen so far. So you just click on what animation you want to open. So most of these are animated, which is a nice little add-on, nice little extra, and give you that extra detail. Moving inside the cockpit now to the virtual cockpit, you can see that they've done a really good job at recreating the 767's interior. Most of the buttons are clickable. You have an FMS, flight management system. You also have a good 2D cockpit with 40 additional 2D panels that you can select, which you can't see in this particular video. But I prefer to use the virtual cockpit. You can see they've really put a lot of effort into making it look very, very detailed and realistic. So we're going to move through the cabin now. You can open up the door. As you can see, you can walk straight through. Obviously you need to have something like the ESCA camera add-on to really take advantage of this, but you can see the details they've put into the galley here. You can get the lavatory door you can open up. You can walk through the cabin. You can see first class. You go right to the back of the plane. Again, lots and lots of detail. Quite a high quality interior. We're going to move outside the aircraft again now. We're going to listen to an engine startup so you can see some of the high quality sound effects that come with Captain Sim's 767-300. See some of the detail in the landing gear here. Very, very detailed. So right now we'll take a look for a spin, and I'll show you some of the flight dynamics, which again, very high quality, very accurate as well. The airport we're flying at today is Cairns Airport in Australia, using FSX as full terrain scenery. I'm also using the Real Environment Extreme add-on, which gives you these nice cloud textures, and you can choose different colors for your sky, for your day, dawn and dusk. It gives you runway textures, also water textures. See some very nice water effects you'll see coming up in a moment as we take off. So we're on the runway here, and you'll hear the engines now as they spool up. Apply some thrust. And away we go. In my opinion, the flight dynamics are very accurate for what I would expect an aircraft of this size with these engines to feel like. So just flying up over the outskirts of Cairns right now. Of course, it's on the tropical northeast of Australia, Queensland. See some nice real environment, extreme water textures here. As we bank, heading back in towards the coast. So again, just really showing off the great exterior graphics that they've managed to reproduce in this Flight Simulator X version of the Boeing 767-300. These particular engines are General Electric engines. You also have the Rolls-Royce and the Pratt & Whitney versions, depending on which livery you choose. There's 14 liveries to choose from, as far as I remember. Here's a couple of examples. So you have Qantas here, all very detailed. They give you that sort of slightly worn look, which, you know, real aircraft in the real world do look slightly worn, so that's nice, sort of adds a sense of realism to it, rather than these perfectly clean aircraft that some developers produce. Italia right now, and coming up in a moment you'll see Delta Airlines as well. The Delta Airline livery, which you're about to see in a moment, comes from McFat Studios. It's a freeware livery for the 767. So overall, I would rate the 767 very highly. You'd want to make sure that you have good computer dough. It is quite heavy on the frames. I would recommend, if you have a quad-core i7 and you have some reasonably well-tweaked settings in your CFG, you should be okay. But I'd highly recommend this aircraft. It's absolutely excellent.